Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where we talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, and doing all those fun things that makes life good and wonderful. However, there are risks. Well, first, let's get into what today is. Today is Thursday, March 26th, and we're headed into a fun day today of trading. Maybe. Could be, could not be. Well, we will certainly take a look at that. But what we're also going to do is, a reminder also, if you like this video, then by all means hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you want to talk to me directly, then hit me up in the comment section. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. But in the meantime, since we're talking about putting money at risk, let's go ahead and do that. Talk about the risks that are involved with Forex trading. So let's do that right now. I'm in the United States, and that's this is required here. First, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration, although I have held NFA registration in the past. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. You could only trade the funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on today. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I need to do some switching around real quick before we get too into this. Up there, put this over here, put this over here, and there. Now let's get into this. All right, there we go. Here's the Forex factory schedule for today. Let's see what we've got going on. We have unemployment claims is the only red folder event today. That means it's a high impact in theory. However, unemployment claims have not been a high impact event since probably 2014, so probably make that orange now or something. Who knows? It does impact it a little bit, but it's not. The results have not been that dramatic since for many years. Let's see what the territory looks like this morning. The U.S. dollar's on top. How about that? Followed by the euro, and then followed by the Japanese yen, and then the Aussie and the Kiwi are on the very bottom, with the Canadian way down here. So let's see what's going to happen next. We are in a risk-off environment today. Risk-off means stocks are probably headed down. In the futures, let's go ahead and look at those. I've been in the habit of looking at the futures lately on that. Pre-market, right here. What you got pre-market? Look at that. Dow Jones is off 349. S&P's down 54. NASDAQ is off 236. Probably going to see more meltdown in the software industry, or software sector. And look at that. I do not have the main one I need up today yet. And here we are. That's me in the corner up there. Eye contact's on that day. And let's go ahead and get into this. We don't want that. We want this. We want that. And we want this. Right down here. Sorry about this, but I'm a little prepared today. I'll be doing other things. We've got some other things coming up soon. Let's look at the full chart. Let's see what the DXY looks like. 99.69 DXY. It's up a little bit from yesterday. I think it was 99.40 is where it was trading yesterday. And it is. I just a hair of sorts. Everything's loading nicely. There we go. And it's climbed up to the 25th percentile of that of the pitchfork, and it's still going. I wouldn't say strong, but it's still going. Looks like could see the 50-day moving average could cross the 200-day moving average right there. It's a little bit of a reflecting that there's more bullish activity taking place. But at any rate, let's move on. Not a whole lot going on with the DXY today. Probably waiting on what's going to happen with the in Iran as what's going to happen in Iran. Who knows? Euro's kind of gaining on the pound a little bit this morning. Here's the euro versus the dollar coming down as it is the inversion of the DXY at 57% of the DXY. I always keep that in mind because that makes when this thing moves, this thing's going to move in theory. Right now, it is not going anywhere because you saw the back here, the strength. This is an excellent example of when this does work out. The euro versus the dollar are about even, and as it shows in the chart right over here, oh, look at that. That's my application. Trading Forex for profit. Make sure you check it out. It's over here. We have the. That's really not going anywhere. Dollar versus the yen. Moving right along. Dollar versus the yen is nudging up a little bit closer to that 160 mark. The 160 mark is where we're going to either have a strong breakout or we're going to have a weak breakout. Or we're going to have intervention coming in from the BOJ, which would send it south about 200-300 pips. So we're not quite sure what's going on with the BOJ with the euro versus, dollar versus the yen right now, but we are hanging tight to see what happens. I do not have any trades in right now. I'm got some pending trades on the euro at 16.20. I may pull this down a little bit. Narrowed down that gap. It was like a 40 pip gap yesterday. Today it's more like a 70-80 pip gap. So we can probably pull that trade down a little bit closer. Pound versus the yen. Pound versus the dollar is headed south. Kind of breaking out. Did have a chance to break out, and then it's pulling back. Pulling back at the same gradient as these lines right here. I wonder if we could. This is something I've really started to enjoy doing. As we make a copy of the trend line that works, and then see if and then put it over here and see if it still works. It's very interesting how these things follow these trend lines. We've got two breakouts on it yet. It's not been confirmed yet. Have to pull back up to get another trend on it. But right now, it looks like it's going to start going sideways a bit. However, we do have a triangle forming also. So these things are pretty subjective sometimes, especially triangles and stuff. So we could looking at a possible breakout eventually way down here, maybe April for the pound dollar. And that would also make sense if we wrap up the Iran war. Dollar's going to get tanked, and everything else can take over for a while. Let's see, pound versus the yen. Still going sideways, right at 213. Not touching that one. That's a little bit too hot potato for me. It's a big pullback right here at the 2008 weekly high close, and right here is just a mess. I'm not touching that one. Completely sideways. Euro versus the dollar, a part of euro versus the yen, even worse sideways. Nothing happening there. Dollar CAD. Something's going on here. I don't like trading the dollar CAD. It looks like I missed my opportunity to, maybe a little bit. Maybe. Today would be a good day to get into it, about 138.46. I do not like trading the dollar CAD. It's too bouncy. It's too not fun. Not fun for me. I'd see. Well, if I were in the office all day, maybe. However, I've got to go outside and do some things. Here we have the CAD versus the yen. Usually tracking the oil market. Right now it's going flat, sideways. Waiting for the oil to see what it's going to do. Then we have oil today up 3.6% at, and everybody's watching oil right now to see what's going to happen with the with global inflation, as they're expecting a lot more global inflation. The U.S. economy is a little bit more insulated from that than it was in the 70s. You can now, with a number of people that can break out a cell phone and create a whole new income doing various things, then that's kind of dampened how people file for unemployment anymore. Now they'd rather work from home. And so would I. Aussie versus the dollar is coming down a little bit. Could be getting into a mean reversion type activity soon. It's kind of punching the Bollinger Band down a little bit. We'll see how long that continues. We've got to get a close inside the Bollinger Band first. And until that happens, it's still just a downward. It's just selling the Aussie right now. Gold. Look at that. Gold starting to sell off again, giving up 44.20. Probably giving up 4,500. Could come down to 45.40. Who knows? I'm not sure. We're in uncharted territory here on the metals. Looks like it could be a mean reversion, but no, it just gave that up, and that is a bearish engulfing candle. I would not go bullish on gold right now. It's just too much can go wrong. So if we continue in the risk-off scenario with the metals, the diversion between the oil market and the gold market, I would not get into gold right now. Platinum gave up 2,000 briskly. So now we're looking at a possible 1,400 on the, well, 1,700 first. If it gets below 1,700, watch out below. Got a long way to go down. Palladium, again, same thing. Metals are not very popular right now. It's right at a breaking point right now. If it comes up too much below 1,400, $2 below 1,400 right now. If it goes $10 below 1,400, again, look out below. Look out below. The area is going to be 13.16. Silver area here is 16.89. If it can't hold on to 60, it's got a long way to go down. Probably in mid 50s, low 50s, possibly $40. If we see $40 silver, that's going to be it's going to be an interesting ball game. I'm going to start buying all of it. Software sector got hammered yesterday. This is another one I want to put in here. I just thought of that. It's one of my most detested companies that I work with or have worked with in the past, and in the future. It's GoDaddy. GoDaddy's been, and if they're not in this little mix, they should be. I'll put them right there. To show you what's going on with GoDaddy, let's look at their stock right there, and then let's go out to the weekly. Look at that. Doing great around 2023. Took off all through here. Got a high of, where's the high? A high of 213. Now down over 50% at $81 a share. And it's this is another company that has just gotten smoked so much AI stuff that they're just forgetting who their customers are, and they're losing their I don't have a good prognosis for this company at all. However, 2 days ago we learned from talking to hundreds of web designers and developers in 2025. Interesting. This is a very interesting thing. Northampton, Massachusetts. Originally posted GoDaddy research study. Speaking directly with our cross country agency leaders. Are there any agencies anymore? Are there any agencies anymore? I think that's maybe a dead market. But at any rate, that's about all I got for today. Let's go ahead and go up, put this back on the DXY, and then we'll go ahead and get on with what's happening next. But if you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you one more thing, if you oh yeah, if you want to talk to me directly, then hit me up in the comment section, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. In the meantime, you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.